Is it? Do I need to do anything?
Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Yoga Fitness Partners Live. It's so good to be here today. I want to wish everyone that is celebrating Passover and Easter in the midst of all these things that we're going through. There are a lot of mixed emotions here, and the good thing is that we're here together, and we need to stay together and stay strong. I do encourage you to express your feelings and emotions with your friends, with your family. Those are all human reactions, and if we didn't have those reactions, I would be a little bit worried. So please don't bottle all of that in. Just take the time to really embrace, and at the same time to be grateful. Look at all the things that you could be grateful for. So thank you so much. I just need my music, please. My phone. Thank you. So my focus today is our yoga is going to be all levels. If you have a block or two, that would be helpful, but it's not necessary. Thank you. Our main focus today will be santosha. That's a word that in the teachings of yoga, and what it means is contentment. And I feel that we all could use so much contentment. So through your practice today, that's what I would like for you to focus on. How can I find a sense of contentment in every pose? And the way that I teach, if you've taken my classes before, I try to teach my practice to be more than just a workout, but I hope that we can link also a little bit of internal sensations in the body. How does my body react to what it is that we're doing in each pose? And each pose could be a situation in our life. So do we go from a place of wisdom, or do we go from a place of habits? Or maybe we're just not connected at all. So our breath is going to bring us in. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on our backs. Bend your knees. Open your feet a little wider than your hips. And then bring your knees together. Draw the shoulder blades away from each other. And start to take a moment just to check into your body. If you're still just joining in and it's taking you a little bit of time to connect, please just come right along and join us. And then, since there is nothing you can do about the past or the future, please allow this hour, just a little bit over an hour practice, to dedicate that to your well-being. Notice the back body touching the earth or your mat. And then start to bring awareness to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. And then envision this little ray of light in the form of a flashlight. So as you turn on your inner flashlight, allowing yourself to have eyes within your body to allow your breath to follow you. And without any force, allow your breath to be steady, expanding your chest. And allow your exhalation to come all the way from your navel. Inhale, expanding your chest, three-dimensional. So through your front body, through the side ribs, into the back of your heart. Feel your chest expanding here. And then exhale from your abdomen. And start to find some contentment within your breath here. As you turn on your inner flashlight, you have clarity of where your breath and your body are blending together. Unraveling any tension, any negativity. And allowing your breath to create this infinite space within each and every cell in your body. And take a moment to notice your right hip on the mat, your left hip on the mat. Notice your right and left shoulder on the mat. And then notice your feet. All 10 toes pressing down. Soften your skin. And anytime you find yourself in your head, turn the light on in your head. And then come back to your third eye. Follow your breath. Follow your gaze, your inner flashlight. Okay? So, from here, bring your knees into your chest. And then little circles, going one way, and then go another way. And then extend the right leg all the way out, big toe towards the midline. Hug your knee into your chest, your left knee, flex your feet, spread your toes. Inhale, soften your grip. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Little circles with your ankle, one side, and then another. Slowly release your hands, extend the leg out, and bend your right knee into your chest. Lengthen through the left foot, big toe towards the midline. Flex your right foot, spread your toes. Soften your grip on the inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in. Notice the sensations in your body. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, soften. Exhale, keep your sacrum grounded on the floor. And then with your next breath, interlace your hands behind your thigh. Extend your leg any amount. Bend your knee a little bit, inhale. And exhale, extend. Lengthen your sitting bones forward. Relax the shoulders down. Little circles with your ankle. And then go the other way. Good. Slowly release your leg, release your hands, extend the leg out. Shake your hips slightly. Bring your knees into your chest. Drop your knees over to one side or another in a fetus pose, and then simply come all the way up to all fours. Good. So from here, turn your palms, shoulders over your wrist, knees underneath your hips. So I'll be here so you can just see me, diagonal. And then you're going to tuck your toes under, turn your palms towards your knees. If you're super flexible, your hands will be further out. If you're not that flexible, they'll be closer. So we'll do a variation of cow and cat. On the inhale, spread your collarbones, drop your belly. Inhale, drop your chest. On the exhale, round your spine like a cat. Gaze towards your navel. Inhale. Make sure that you have even sensation through your spine. So don't let just your low back, but just try to travel all the way to your upper spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Turn your palms the other way. Release them. Little circles. Good. And then come into all fours again. This time on the inhale, open your heart. On the exhale, engage your core. And then draw your hips to the right, gaze over to the left. Shine your heart forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, engage your core, draw the hips to the left, gaze over the right. Slowly come center. Extend your left leg out. So I'll be here so you can see me. Your left leg out. Align your foot with your knee. And then take your arms in front of you. Inhale here, gaze forward. Exhale, engage your core, draw the hips back. Allow your head to be neutral, your neck here. And broaden the space between your shoulder blades. And feel free to come forward a little bit on the inhale. And then on the exhale, draw back. So your left leg is extended out, your right knee is bent. Notice the sensations of your body. Where are you feeling rigidity? Can you create a sense of santosha, contentment, somewhere in your body? With your next breath, walk your hands towards your knee. Bring your hands all the way up. Open your palms all the way. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a moment, check in. Notice if your inner light is bright. Inhale one more time. On the exhale, your left hand goes to your left thigh and then reach up and over with your ribs cage. Travel both sides of your ribs, lengthen into gate pose. Expand your chest with your breath, create softness in your facial muscles. And then with your next breath, inhale, bring your right hand to the floor, align it with your right knee. Bring your left hand forward and over your ear. Just stay here, lift your ribs away from the earth. Keep breathing here. Press the outer blade of your left foot to the floor. And push the floor with your right shoulder. So try not to put all your weight into your wrist, but engage your core, engage your serratus muscle. Breathe here. With your next breath, inhale. Come all the way up. I'm going to give you two options. If you have any issues with your spine, just bring your hands to your heart center, lengthen through the spine, and then rotate from the rib cage. This is perfectly okay. If you want something a little different, you're going to open your arms, inhale, lift your spine tall, and lead with your right hand all the way to the left. Touch something, either your shin, your heel. Inhale here, exhale, shine your heart forward. Draw the right shoulder away from your ear and breathe. So it'll be a little harder to breathe here, so focus on your chest cavity expanding as best as you can. Slowly, slowly release your right hand if you twist it that way. Come all the way forward and now place your right hand down again. Take your left hand forward and over your ear, lift up your left leg. Flex your foot, try to stay in hip height. Breathe here. Push the floor with your shoulder and lift your hips up. Slowly, slowly lift your arm up. Bend your left knee. Slowly come all the way down. Good. Extend your arms in front of you. Open your knees wide, child's pose. Draw your hips back. Extend your arms forward. Create lots of energy in your fingers. And child's pose is an invitation for you at any time you need to get a break. Child's pose is also a perfect alignment for your down dog. So as your arms are extended all the way, press your fingers, tuck your toes under, keep your knees bent, lift your hips up, shine your sitting bones towards the ceiling. Keep your chest over your thighs, and now slowly, slowly straighten your legs. Keep those hips really high. And now inner elbows towards the front of your mat. And then notice my chest is dropping here, and I'm gonna lift my front ribs towards my spine. Lengthen the spine tall, and now shine your heart towards the crown of your head. Your heels can be off the floor, that's not important. Keep breathing. Bend one knee, and then alternate. Go 2 or 3 times at your own pace. And with your next breath, gaze forward, drop your knees down to the floor, and we'll go to the other side. So I'll face you so you can see me. Extend your right leg out, align it with your left knee. Take your hands forward, spread your fingers, inhale here. On the exhale, draw your hips back. Breathe here. And then notice you don't want your head to shine between your shoulders, but lift and broaden your shoulder blades. Then draw back. And again, notice what your right side is telling you. How is it different from the left side? Where can you find a sense of calmness within your body, within your mind? That's where you focus your breath, and that's where your inner flashlight can also be a ray of peace, a ray of calmness, which can shine that space within your body, wherever that is. So you're finding a sense of ease within the discomfort. With your next breath, walk your hands towards your knee. Engage your inner legs, lift up your palms. Inhale, open your heart. Hands all the way. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale. With your next breath, your right hand to your right thigh. Left hand stays where it is, and then lengthen your spine, and then come into your gate pose. Doesn't have to be all the way down. Just feel that you're elongating the lats, your intercostal muscles, your serratus muscle here, your triceps. Breathe. And add a little smile there, and find a sense of calmness, quieting the mind. With your next breath, slowly come up. Place your left hand, align it with your left knee. Take your right hand forward and over your ear. Good. Press the outer blade of your right foot. Draw the upper arm into the socket and then shine your heart instead. With your next breath, use your core, squeeze your inner legs together, lift up your left hand up. There is your variation. The first variation, hands to your heart center, lengthen your spine, and then you're going to just rotate to the right. If you want a little bit more, you're going to extend your arms, lift your spine tall, and from the ribs leading with your left hand, go all the way to the right shin or heel, and then open. Draw the left shoulder away from you, and then your heart shines forward. Keep breathing here. With your next breath, release your left hand, lead the way with your left hand. Come all the way to, again, side plank. Bring your hand forward, right hand and over your ear, lift up your right foot. And now push the floor with your shoulder, lengthen through the hips, ribs, flex your right foot and spread the toes. Slowly, slowly. Lift up your arm, bend your right knee, bring your right knee next to the left knee. Downward facing dog. Find your placement from child's pose. Tuck your toes under and downward facing dog. Breathe here. And now with your next breath, walk your hands towards your feet. And a ragdoll, just hold on to opposite elbow. Bend your knees slightly if you need to. And then the tendency here is to drop your shoulders towards your ears. Can you draw the shoulders back towards your hips? And then lengthen your heart towards your crown of your head. Turn your head, saying yes or no, all different directions. Engage your knees slightly. And now release your arms to the floor. Take your hands to your shins. And slowly, slowly walk up. Allow your head to come last. So you're at the back of your mat. Roll your shoulders a couple of times here. And then we'll walk to the front of the mat. Super quiet and precise, but finding a purpose in each step that you're walking forward. Notice the placement on your foot. So notice that you internalize, what am I feeling, as you walk your right foot or your left foot, and then press all 5 toes. And find that sense of quietness, contentment within your body. Santosha. All the way to the front of your mat. Good. Bow your head to your heart. And take a moment to shine your inner mind, body, and soul with a sense of positivity. And no matter how challenging it is, we're still here, we're still practicing, and our heart goes to all the people out there that need our prayers. Inhale, lift your arms up, open your chest. Exhale, bend your knees slightly, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. You can take your hands to your shins. Exhale, left leg goes back, left knee down to the floor. Open your heart, inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come all the way forward, shoulders over your wrist. Come to your tippy toes. Lower your knees down. Lower your chest and your chin. Extend your legs all the way out. Take your hands by your chest. Lift up into a baby cobra, your heels together. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee, gaze forward, bring your left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, lift up your back knee, shift your hips back to come to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your hips, stick your butt out. Power your belly, slowly come up. Lift your hands over your head. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. If you need to go slower, just catch up with us. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right leg goes back, right knee down. Open your heart, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose on the inhale, come all the way to your tippy toes, shoulders over your wrist, gaze forward. Lower your knees, chest and chin. Relax your feet, hands by your chest, cobra pose. And if you want a little bit more, then you can come all the way higher, straighten your elbows, and then knees off the floor for up dog. That's just an option. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Draw the hips back. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, gaze forward, bend your knee, right foot forward. Left knee down to the floor, open your heart. Draw your hips back to come to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your hips. Stick your sitting bones up, engage your core. Slowly come through the hips, lift your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. I'm getting warm, I hope you are. So we're going to build up from here. If you want to embellish a little bit, I will give you the choice to do that. We're going to start to build up a little bit more heat. So here we go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plank pose. Take your left leg back, take your right. If you want to go down to chaturanga, you can. I'm going to stay in plank pose. You could lower your knees if you need to. And we have 4 breaths here. Shoulders over the wrist. Slowly come all the way back. And then go down to child's pose. I just want to show you the transition that we're going to do here. So from the down dog, we're going to come to this variation right here. So the important part here is the transitions. So you're going to lift up your leg. We're going to bend the knee and go to the right elbow. We're going to extend. So in order to transition, you need to come all the way to your tippy toes. So this leg is going to come out to the side. So you really need to shift your hips forward to do that. If you don't, then you're going to be stuck. Okay? So let's come up, all of us in downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, lift up your left knee. Your left foot, sorry. Draw the hips together. Inhale here. Bend your knee, left knee to your right elbow. Lift here, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, left foot to the outside of your pinky finger. Lower your right knee down to the floor. Relax the back foot. Keep your right hand where it is. Bend the left elbow and then open your chest. Breathe. Try to bring your right ribs towards your left inner thigh. And again, notice this could be a situation in our life. How can we create a sense of calmness within this place? So easy to be stuck in our head, in our thoughts, in our habits. Slowly with your next breath, bring your left hand down. Lift up your right knee. Take your left leg back behind you. Open your hips. Stack your hips together. And then with your next breath, square your hips. Left foot, bend the knee, bring it towards your chest, and bring it forward. Low runner's lunge here, low lunge. Relax the back foot. Bring your hands to your thigh for a moment. Draw the left heel back, the right knee forward. And then lift your arms up. Lengthen here. Tuck your tailbone under just a little bit. Don't exaggerate it so it doesn't compress your low back. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale here. Exhale. Twist again to the left. Spine is long. Keep breathing. Stay here. For 3. For 2. And for 1. Slowly, slowly, frame your left foot. Lift up your right knee, 3-legged down dog. And lower down. Feet together. Right leg lifts. Knee to your left elbow, twist. Extend the right leg up. Here we go. Come all the way to your tippy toes. Bend your knee, right foot to the outside of your pinky finger, right hand. Lower your left knee down. Relax the top of your foot. Keep your left hand, bend the right elbow, and twist. With your next breath, turn towards the front of your mat, lower your right hand, tuck your left toes under, lift up your knee, 3-legged down dog. Open your hip, gaze over the left shoulder. Square your hips. Inhale, gaze forward, right knee to your chest. Bring your right foot forward, left knee down, low lunge. So before you come, gather your belly in, lift your lower abdomen up, and then come all the way up. Tuck your tailbone just a teeny bit. Breathe here. Draw the right heel back, the left knee forward, so you're feeling the engagement in your core. With your next breath, lift your arms up. Anjaneyasana here. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. From the ribs, rotate, twist to the right. Keep your right knee aligned to the center. Inhale, gaze forward. Frame your right foot. Lift up, tuck your toes under, lift up your back knee. 3-legged down dog. Open your hip, gaze over the left shoulder. Slowly release it. Downward facing dog. With your next breath, walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands to your hips, elbows back. Through the sitting bones, lift up, engage your core, come all the way up. Relax your arms down, bring them to your heart center. And again, we're going on our path to the front of your mat. You can stay with your feet down, or we're just gonna bend the right. And again, find that sense of contentment. Your inner light is guiding you, soothing your mind and your body. Whoa, wobble, and then go forward. Measure every step, lift up your opposite knee. Come forward, and then meet at the front of your mat. So we're gonna add up a little bit more. Open here, bring your wrists in front of you. Right wrist over the left wrist, palms together. Bend your elbows. Lift your arms all the way, straighten the elbows, and now open your left foot to the left. Side bend to the left, lift up your right heel. Breathe. Now can you lift your ribs towards your chin? Can you draw the hips towards the earth? So your waistline is becoming really long here. And find a sense of ease, santosha, contentment. Breathe. Slowly come center, release your arms, big circle. Feet together. Bring your palms in front of you, left wrist over the right, palms together. Bend the elbows, lift and reach, straighten your elbows. This time your right leg goes out to the right. Lift your ribs long and then side bend. So it's so easy for us to get into our heads and get into those movies, and we really lose a sense of where we are in this present moment. So I really encourage, from time to time, we all have those meltdowns. Even yoga teachers have them, I promise you. But from time to time, just to take a pause and notice, what am I grateful for? There's so many beautiful things that are happening in the midst of all of this. Slowly come center, release your arms, feet together, palms to your heart center, bow. Remember, every challenge in our practice allows you to be stronger and to really break into this stagnant energy that is in our body. And only through letting go, we create freedom and allow our inner light to shine every cell in our bodies. If we clutter the body with darkness and with thoughts and negativity and stress, there's no room. So we need to let go in order to air the body and to brighten it up with our inner light. Inhale, come to you in your front of your mat, open your arms, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left leg goes back. Stay here. Right leg goes back, plank pose. Okay, so we have an option here. You could go to chaturanga. You can go to side plank, but you could lower your left knee and just be here. And some of you want to join me. I'm going to go to the outer blade of my left foot. Stack your hips together and lift up. Use any variation that works for you. You can stagger your feet. You can bend your right knee in front of you. Whatever works for you, it's all good. But push the floor, lift your hips. Keep pushing. One more breath. Gaze forward. We'll give the left hand a break. We'll go to the outer blade of your right foot. Remember your variation. You can lower your right knee down. Breathe. Open. Push the floor with your shoulder blade and lift your waistline up. For 2. In 1. Slowly gaze forward. Downward facing dog. Oh, did you feel that one? Ay, ay, ay. Breathe. Down dog is your resting pose now. Feet together. Left leg lifts. Knee to your right elbow. Come onto your tippy toes. Twist. Extend it out. Knee to the outside of your pinky toe. Stay here. Remember the variation before, you could drop your knee. Second variation, you're gonna bring your hand to your chest, your left hand to your chest, and your right knee is gonna come next to your left heel. There you go. You can be off the floor, you can be on the floor. Hold it here. There is heat. Extend the leg out. Three-legged down dog. Bend your knees, tuck your hips, gaze over the right shoulder. Square your hips, left foot forward. Runner's lunge. Feel free to lower your right knee if you need to. Squeeze your inner legs together, keep your back leg strong. Take your arms behind you. Squeeze those inner legs. Left knee is aligned with your ankle. And slowly come up to crescent pose. Breathe. Now lift your hip points up. From here, inhale, open to the left. So you can stay here with your hands into a prayer, or you're gonna open up. Breathe. For 3, breathe here. Lift your pelvic floor up. And 1, bring your hands forward. Frame your left foot. Three-legged down dog. Bend the knee, gaze over the right shoulder. And lower down. We'll take child's pose just for a couple of breaths before we go to the other side. And remind yourself that if your heart rate is going up, that's not a bad thing. You're breaking through all of that tension, the dormant energy, the toxins in the body. And with all of that, and let it go and leave your body. And then let your inner light and your breath slow down the vibration to create a sense of calmness. With your next breath, come back to your downward facing dog. We'll go to the other side. I'll turn this way so you can see me. Right leg lifts. All 5 toes are down. Knee to your elbow, left elbow twist. Lift your belly up. Extend it out. Inhale here. Exhale, knee, foot to the outside of your right pinky toe. Keep your left hand where it is. Remember, you can lower your knee. Right hand to your chest. Engage your core. Left knee comes next to the right heel. Maybe on the floor, maybe off the floor. Squeeze in round your spine for 2. And for 1. Lower your right hand. Take your left leg back. Three-legged down dog. Open the hip. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Square your hips, inhale. Gaze forward, right knee towards your chest. Bring your right foot forward, runner's lunge. Squeeze your inner legs together. Engage your core, shine your heart. And now take your hands behind you, shoulders away from you. Breathe. Can you hug your belly towards your spine? And now from here, lift up to crescent pose. Your back leg is strong. Squeeze the inner legs together. Breathe. Bring your hands to your heart center. Gaze over to the right. Stay here or extend your arms. Draw the right hip back. So anytime you feel challenged, this is a challenge, bring your inner light, your inner flashlight. Let it soothe your mind. Let it brighten and give a sense of inner strength within. Gaze forward, hands to your heart. Frame your right foot. Three-legged down dog. Slowly release. Lower your right foot down. Lower your knees down. Child's pose. Stay in child's pose. And I want to remind you that every hill has a valley. So there is never a situation where we're just going to be continually suffering or struggling. It just doesn't work that way. But the opportunity for us to learn from our struggles is only going to make us stronger and wiser. Only if we use our tools and not the habits. The longer we are challenged, the quicker our habits come into the surface, and then we lose the right sight. So that's where your inner light is there to keep you grounded and balanced. Slowly come up to all fours. Extend your extend your left leg out. We'll just give you another little twist here. And then from here, inhale, lift up your right arm. And exhale, take it under you into threading the needle. Breathe. Notice the vibration in your body. Slow them down. Let your breath now flow through your body. Notice your chest expanding. With your next breath, bring your left hand by your chest. Slide your right arm out. Open your chest, open, lift up the arm. And slowly release it. Bring your left knee next to the right knee. And we'll go to the other side. Extend your right leg. Lift up your left arm. Inhale. Exhale, slide it under you. Walk your fingers far in towards your right foot. Extend your right arm over your head. And breathe. Stay where you are. Soften your gaze. And notice where your body is resisting you. That's where you want to breathe in and pause. And breathe out and pause. Every inhalation is nurturing. Every exhalation is eliminating something that doesn't serve you any longer. Slowly bring your right hand by your chest. Slide your left hand out, open your heart, and release your hand down. Bring your right knee next to you. And then from here, come into your downward facing dog. And then walk your hands again towards your feet. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your hips. Stick your butt out. Squeeze your inner legs. Engage your core. Lift all the way up. Hands to your heart. All the way up. And to your heart center. And there goes your last walk of the day. Your time to connect with you again. Each step feel the earth beneath you and create your own creativity. So you could bend the right knee, you could also extend it, and then walk it forward. Squeeze the inner legs, bend your right knee slightly, lift your left knee. Extend it out. Lower down. And feet together at the front of your mat. We'll go to our tree pose again, challenging our balance, but trying to find balance within the imbalance, if that makes any sense. So bring awareness to your left foot, your big toe, your little toe, center of your heel. Lift up your right heel. Some of you could just stay here with your heel towards your inner shin. Either you go below the knee or above the knee. Keep your hands to your heart center in the beginning, just to feel your center, your balance, and feel your foot grounding into the earth. At the same time, there is this elevation through the crown of your head. And now maybe your tree is growing branches, and maybe there is a little breathe with your arms, and use your own little arc to create whatever tree works for you. But I invite you to get out of your comfort zone just so you can get stronger and more confident. And if you're wobbling like me, that means you are challenging yourself. Come to your hands, to your heart center. Squeeze your inner legs, your pelvic floor. Release your foot and bend your knee. Extend the leg forward. Feet together, rest. Shake it off a little bit. Bring your awareness to your right foot. Big toe, little toe, center of your heel. Ground the foot to the earth. And then lift that energy all the way to the crown of your head. Left heel is off the floor. You can bring it towards your inner shin. You can bring it below your knee or above your knee. Start with your hands to your heart center, whoa, and then find your center here. It helps to stay focused in a place that doesn't move. And then find your own little branches, whatever it is right now. And one side is always different. Feel the length through the crown of your head. Feel the groundness through your foot. Maybe you close one eye. Maybe the other eye. Maybe both. Hands to your heart center. Release your foot forward. Engage your right knee. Extend the left leg. Lift your chest straight. Breathe. Bend the leg, lower. Shake it off a little bit. Okay, we have one more flow. And from there, we're going to go into the floor, and you're going to enjoy the rest. That it's going to be between the two flows that we have, the right side and the left side. So let's go to the front of our mat again. Feet together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plank pose. Again, stay here. If you want to go to Chaturanga, you can. If you want to join me, your right knee is going to go to your elbow, lower down to the wrist, lift up, extend. Keep your chest steady. Lift your left knee to your elbow, left elbow, lower down, lift, extend. Stay here for 2 breaths, or your knees down. Downward facing dog. So this one is going to be the grand finale of the balancing, what we've been working on. So I'll just show you, if you want to just see me for a moment, come down to your knees. I'll just show you what that's going to look like. You're going to come up with your left leg, knee to your elbow, and you're going to lift up. Foot to the outside. Remember option 1. Option 2, hand to your chest, knee towards your knee, your heel, or you're going to this time extend it forward. Okay? Those are just options, and it's for everyone that wants to try. So we are in downward facing dog. Lift up your left leg. Knee to your right elbow, twist. Extend. Bend your knee, foot outside of your pinky, left hand to your chest. Bring your right foot forward. Breathe, lift your chest, push the floor. Bring your right foot back, that's the tricky part. Lower your left hand, 3-legged down dog, open. Square your hips. Gaze forward, left foot forward, warrior 2. Align your right foot with your left foot, heel to heel or heel to arch. And I'll come this way so you can see me. Square your ribs to the wide part of your mat. Extend your arms. Breathe. Squeeze your pelvic floor in and up. Lift your chest up. Good. Right hand to your thigh. Bring your left hand forward and over your head. Keep bending the left knee. Reverse the warrior. With your next breath, bend the elbow. Side angle. Bring your right hand forward and over your ear. Now draw the left hip back. Take your right hip, the front of your hip back, for behind you. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. With your next breath, gaze towards the front of your mat. Lower your right hand, frame your left foot, lift up your back heel, and shorten your stance a little bit. So you stagger your feet. Your feet will be about hip width apart. Pyramid pose. This is a good time to use a block if you have it, or 2 in front of you. Gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, draw the left hip back. And let the fold come from your hip and not from your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest up, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold. Left hip back, right hip forward. With your next breath, bend your left knee, bring your hands in front of you. Lift up your right leg into an L shape. We're going into the needle here. You could lift up your leg a little higher. You could also bend the knee and you can hold on to your foot to Skandasana here. Lift up. Breathe. Bind here. Slowly release it. Extend your leg all the way behind you. 3-legged down dog. Bend the knee. And here we go to the floor. Pigeon pose. Come forward, left knee towards your left wrist. Keep your right toes tucked under. I know you can make noise inside, that's all good. I feel like I'm working hard, and then trying to find some quietness within that. Learn how quickly you can quieten your body and your mind here, the vibrations. So now look behind you, make sure your knee, your heel, your knee and your hip are aligned together. Tuck your toes under for a moment. Bring your hands in front of you and now lift your chest, draw the left hip back. Lift the knee off the floor, the back knee for a moment. Create a little space in your hip flexors, the front of your right thigh. And now walk your foot back a little bit more. Relax the top of your foot, relax your knee, and then come forward down. If you have a block, it's nice to put the forehead under the block. If you want to stay on your forearms, you can do that too and interlace your hands together. And if you want to go all the way forward to the floor, you can do that too. Whatever works for you. And this is a good opportunity for you to check in with the sensations of your body. Spending a lot of time sitting down shortens our muscles in the hip region. The piriformis here is getting a nice stretch, and some of you may feel it also in other places. We're all different. So do whatever, embrace whatever comes to the surface. I always say that whatever comes to the surface in your body, that's what your body is ready to release right now. When we try to force it to do other things, that's when the body is going to let you know in different ways that you've pushed it too far. Okay? That could be an injury, it could be stress, anxiety, disease. So be kind to your body and listen. The quieter your mind is, the clearer you can see your body. Take a deep inhale here. And through the mouth, exhale. With your next breath, bring your hands closer to you here. Tuck your right toes under. Lift up your knee, and then we're going to slide the left leg all the way back to three-legged down dog. Shake it off. Little circles here. Go the other way. Release the leg, and now notice your left side of your body. Notice the right side. Okay, feet together, right leg lifts. Inhale, knee to your left elbow, twist. Lift a little higher, extend it out. Inhale, bend your knee, right foot to the outside of your pinky. Remember your variation, you can go down to the floor, coming with me, hand to your chest. Lift your knee, slide your foot to between your legs here. Extend it out, squeeze, lift, lift, lift. Good, are you smiling, shaking? Me too. So, lower your hand, slide your left leg back, three-legged down dog, open the hip. Square your hips here. Inhale, bend your knee. Right foot forward. Get ready for warrior two. I'll move to the other side so you can see me. Align your back foot, your heel with heel or heel with arch. Slowly come up. Square your ribs to the right part of the mat in front of you and bend your right knee with your second toe. Good. Breathe, lift your pelvic floor, extend your arms. Keep breathing, find Santosha, especially finding Santosha, contentment, when we are challenged. And then left hand down, bring your right hand forward, reverse the warrior, lift your ribs up. Keep your right knee bent. Lift your ribs away from your hips. With your next breath, bend your right elbow coming into side angle. Bring your left hand forward and over your ear. Now draw the right hip back. Breathe. Shine your heart forward. Plug the upper arm away from your ear. With your next breath, gaze down towards your mat. Frame your right foot, Lift up your back heel. Shorten your stance a little bit. Pyramid pose. So if you need a block, this is the time. Draw the right hip back, the left hip forward. Come up halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Squeeze the inner legs together. Engage your knees. Engage your knees to open your hamstrings. Draw the right hip back. And then from here, bend your right knee, bring your hands forward in front of your right foot. Lift up your left leg to an L shape. You can go even a little bit higher. You can bend your knee and you can hold on to your foot. Shavasana over here. Lift, lift, breathe. Slowly release your foot. Place your left leg all the way back. Lift up your right leg behind you. All left foot. Your left heel with your knee and with your hip as best as you can. Come to your fingertips. Lift up your back knee. Draw the right hip back. Lift, lift, lift. Lift your hips. Keep drawing the right hip back. And now walk your left foot further back a little bit more. Relax your knee, relax your foot. Come down to the floor. Any variation that works for you. Breathe. As you scan your body, notice where you're holding tension. Can you release it any amount? Slowly, slowly. Walk your hands towards you. We're going to come out of this a little differently. Bring your weight to your right hip. Swing your left foot forward. Bring your feet in front of you. Scoot your hips forward a little bit. Take a block near you. And then come all the way back. We're going to go into a bridge pose. So bring your feet a little closer to your heels. It's about one hand or less distance apart. Broaden your shoulders. Press your feet down to the floor. If you like to go to a restorative bridge pose, you can lift your hips and then just put the block in the lower setting or in the medium setting here. And if you want to go to an active one, just walk your shoulders under you and you can take your hands, bind your hands together. Keep breathing here. Lift your hip points towards your chest. Engage your outer glutes slightly. So don't over squeeze your glutes because then your low back is going to take over. Try to create even sensation through your body. Slowly release your arms. Lengthen your tailbone. One vertebra at a time, come down. Take the heels of your hand to the creases of your thigh and just lengthen. Walk one knee forward, one knee back to release your back. And then we'll just finish with a happy baby. Take your hand, you can hold on to the outer blade of your feet. If you're more flexible, you can go under and over. Keep your sacrum on the floor, the base of your spine. And feel free just to rock. If you like to straighten one leg at a time, you can do that too. As we seal our practice, coming to the end of our practice, allow the vibrations in your body to slow down, to relax. Quieting your mind. Bring the soles of your feet together. Maybe bring your feet towards your chest a little bit more. Release your arms. Drop your feet down, still bend, just shift from side to side, even your hips out, even your spine out. And slowly extend your legs out to final pose, Shavasana here. Create space between your shoulder blades, hold on to opposite elbows, and then relax your arms, relax your feet. Let your legs be heavy, let your shoulders be heavy. You worked very hard today, I think. It's all levels, but there was something for everyone. And now you prepped your body, the body for deep relaxation, Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And through the mouth, exhale. Ah. As you bring awareness to your third eye, envision this inner pillar of light traveling down your nose, your lips, your chin, your throat, your collarbones, down your shoulders, your arms, your forearms, your hands, your fingers. Feel that sensation of illumination within yourself. And then envision that pillar of light traveling down your spine, turning on your whole spine, your hips, your thighs, your lower legs, and your feet. And then through the crown of your head, envision this pillar of light elating you, giving you this inner energy, this inner freedom. And feel the sense of harmony between your feet, your hands, the crown of your head, where there is this ongoing connection, a link between your feet, your palms, the crown of your head, and within those 5 points, there is this infinite space within you. Every inhalation is nurturing, fertilizing every cell in your body, offering you a sense of hope and gratitude, compassion, contentment. Every exhalation, elimination of stress, negativity. And now we blend those together into our heart center. Bring your hands to prayer pose into your heart center and feel the connection. Feel your own sacred place right here, where your inner light is always shining. When you feel anxious, come back to that place, follow your inner light, and ask for guidance. Bend your knees. Roll over to a fetus pose. And before you leave your mat, the most important thing is, how can we connect our mat time to our daily life? A practice of yoga teaches us to go through the challenges in a safe environment to prepare us for whatever challenges we have in our lives. Extend your top leg, pulse through the upper arm, allow your head to come last. Come into a easy, comfortable seat. We bring our hands to our heart center. We take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And I want to leave you today with the same word we went through the whole practice. Santosha means contentment, ease. So I want to wish each and every one of you a lot of contentment, a lot of peace. Talk to your friends, to your families. Try to find little things that can encourage you and make you smile. Until I meet again with you next time. Namaste. Thank you.